or cystic changes is usually what throws off mammograms for that.
Yep.
Okay, so for this again is we're going to take one frozen image and then we want to hit number 2. We're going to do our video now, just a regular black and white video. As you can see. Okay, now we're just going to put color over our mitral valve again, so we just want to adjust our box here. Okay, again, let's check our PRF. It won't give us any more there, so we're satisfied with that.
So how come there's red and blue?
Well, there's blue going from the atrium into the ventricle itself. Now, some of that's just artifactual, okay? Some of that is just noise from the motion of the valve itself. So when you're trying to discern, is this reflux or not, if you notice, most everything is pretty much staying above the valve other than the flow coming out of it. So significant regurg is you'll see a lot of your red return and probably even high velocity blue return back into this atrium down here. So it's going to take you a few to watch. This is normal, okay? When you get you a patient that has a grade 3 or 4 murmur that you know is going to be probably positive with their study, and watch what the mitral valve and the color flow, how it acts over a dysfunctional valve, then you can burn that into memory of saying this is what I need to watch for. Because sometimes a mild regurg, a cardiologist won't call it. You know, there's certain things that are mild that are going to show up that aren't clinically significant. You know, so when they do see it and it's more pronounced and you have murmur and cardiac symptoms, then that's how they piece all that together. Okay, so one video over that. Then we're just going to pull our box down over the right heart here. Number 2 here. If you notice on the right heart, what we're doing is shooting for the tricuspid valve. You see the 2 little leaflets in here on the right heart. Okay, so from this view, all we're going to do is bring in our 5th chamber view, or the aortic kind of outlet flow on this side. And how you do that?
Did you take a video on the right side?
Yeah. Yeah, so color, you know, everything is a black and white video followed by color.
Okay.
Okay, so to get your 5th chamber view, this little U shape in the middle, if you see the little tiny aortic leaflets in here. Okay, we want this view. This is kind of our aortic outflow area. We want to take one frozen image here. One video, black and white video here. Okay, and we'll put color here. Now if you notice, the flow is coming up and out of the aortic outflow area, and this is what we want to have in our video. So we have number 2 here. Okay, right. If you tilt too cranial and you round your root off, that's what we don't want. We don't want the root completely closed off. So if you're that, you need to tilt just a little caudal to that view.
So is that LVOT?
Yes. Okay, so when we're into this view, if you tilt just a little bit caudal, you'll bring you right into your 4-chamber view.
So to get that, you tilt slightly cranial.
To get your 5th chamber or aortic outflow, yes, you tilt a little bit cranial, and you can watch your little U shape that forms here. If we're too cranial, you're going to have the root rounded off, you know, where you just, it's going to be too rounded, you won't be able to be diagnostic there. So you just definitely want to be in your apical shot with your 4-chamber, and then a little more cranial brings in your little 5th chamber right in the middle. If you notice your tricuspid. If you're in your 4-chamber view and you're trying to get your tricuspid in a little bit better, you can tilt a little more cranial there to open that up. And see how we opened up the atrium a little bit more to get that view. If you get that view and you have your 5th chamber popping in, who cares? You know, I mean, it's still a great view. So we don't care if there's 5th chamber in there or not.
How did you get the tricuspid to come in view more?
I just tilt a little more cranial. Okay, so when you're in your 4-chamber view, I just tilt a little bit more cranial to bring that in, because once we have our protocol done over a mitral, we really don't care for its distortion. So we can tilt a little more cranial to bring in your tricuspid a little bit better there. Okay, if I tilt a little caudal, we'll tilt right into our ventricles. If you're tilted to apex, okay, one, you get a little bit of liver and stuff coming in there, or all you'll get is ventricles. So just remember, if all you see are ventricles, say, okay, I'm in the apex, I need to tilt towards the base of the heart or cranial, and boom, you'll tilt right into your atrium. Tilt a little more cranial, boom, right into your fifth chamber.
That's nice.
Okay.
Makes it look easy peasy.
Well, y'all, I mean,